Welcome, everyone, and thank you for being here. This training is being presented by Selah Freedom's Prevention Team. Today, we're going to focus on how we talk to children about safety, not just what we say, but how we say it in a way that is clear, supportive, and empowering. At Selah Freedom, we approach this work through a trauma-informed lens, recognizing that children need to feel safe, heard, and respected in order to truly learn and apply these skills. Throughout this training, we'll walk through practical tools and strategies that help build confidence, strengthen boundaries, and support children in speaking up. Our goal is simple, to help children feel safe, supported, and empowered, not afraid. Learning about safety is a lot like learning how to cross the street. When we teach a child to look both ways, we're not trying to scare them. We're giving them the skills they need to move through the world safely and confidently. It's the same with safety conversations. When children are given clear, age-appropriate information, they are not overwhelmed. They are empowered. Knowledge helps them understand what's okay, what's not, and what to do if doesn't feel right. These early conversations are incredibly important because they help build a child's confidence over time. Instead of reacting in fear, children who have practiced and learned about safety are more likely to trust their instincts and use their voice. And as adults, one of our biggest responsibilities is making sure these conversations feel safe, not scary. We do that by staying calm, using simple and clear language, and avoiding words or tones that create fear or panic. When we approach safety this way, we're not taking away a child's sense of security, we're strengthening it. Traffickers and abusers often rely on secrecy, so it's important that we're mindful of the language we use with children. Instead of saying, "Don't tell mom, it's a secret," we can shift to, "This is a surprise. We'll tell her soon." That small change helps children understand that safe information is not meant to be hidden long term. We also want to clearly teach the difference between a surprise and an unsafe secret. A surprise feels fun and temporary. An unsafe secret might feel uncomfortable, confusing, or heavy. Teaching children that it's okay to break unsafe secrets is a powerful early intervention skill. And like all safety conversations, this isn't one and done. It requires repetition. We can bring it up in everyday life using teachable moments like movies, school situations, or things they see online. The more natural and consistent these conversations are, the more confident children become in speaking up. People who intend harm often don't start with something obvious. They test boundaries first. This can look like excessive tickling, insisting on hugs, giving special attention, or ignoring when a child says no. When children are taught things like, "You must hug adults," or "Don't say no," it can increase their vulnerability. Instead, we want to teach them safe adults respect your boundaries. Another important part of body safety is using correct names for body parts. This isn't about being inappropriate. It's about safety and clarity. There's a real example that highlights why this matters. A young girl was trying to tell her teacher that someone kept touching her cookie. The teacher, thinking she meant an actual snack, encouraged her to share and reminded her that sharing is kind. But the child kept insisting. Eventually, the teacher realized the child wasn't talking about food. She was using cookie as a name for her private body part. Because the language wasn't clear, the child's attempt to ask for help was misunderstood. When children are taught the correct names for their body parts, they can communicate clearly, it reduces confusion and secrecy, and it supports earlier detection if something isn't right. This is about giving children the language they need to be understood and ultimately to be protected. When we talk to children about body safety, it's important to keep it simple, clear, and consistent. One of the ways we do that is by teaching what we call the bathing suit zone. The idea that the parts of their body covered by a bathing suit are private. We can explain it to children using clear rules like these. Number one, no one should touch or ask to see your private bathing suit zone. Number two, This also means you should not be touching anyone else's private bathing suit zone. Number 3, no one should take pictures of your private bathing suit zone. And number 4, no one should show you pictures of other people's private bathing suit zone. These rules help children understand both their own boundaries and how to respect others. By keeping it simple and repeating it often, we give children the confidence and clarity to recognize when something is not okay and to speak up and tell a trusted adult. When we talk to children about safety, it's important that we teach them to recognize behaviors, not just people. Often we focus on stranger danger, but the reality is that most harm comes from people a child already knows. Because of that, someone who wants to cause harm may first try to appear safe, kind, or trustworthy. So instead of labeling people simply as good or bad, we help children understand the difference between safe and unsafe behaviors. Safe adults respect boundaries, listen, and make children feel comfortable and supported. Unsafe behaviors might include ignoring a child's no, asking them to keep secrets, or making them feel uncomfortable or confused. We also encourage children to build what we call a trust triangle, identifying at least 3 safe adults they can go to if they feel unsafe or unsure. And one of the most important things we teach is this: if one adult doesn't listen, keep telling until someone helps. This reinforces that their voice matters and that they deserve to be heard and supported. A child's ability to use their voice is one of the most important protective skills we can teach. Many unsafe situations don't start big, they escalate over time. And often children don't respond because they feel unsure. They think they need to be polite, or they simply don't have the words to express what's happening. So we have to give them those words and the permission to use them. Using their voice can look like saying no, stop, I don't like that, like telling a trusted adult, or even asking questions when something doesn't feel right. From a trauma-informed perspective, this is about helping children feel that their voice matters and that they have the right to use it. When children are taught to use their voice, they begin to trust their instincts. They feel more confident speaking up. They are more likely to report concerns early, and they start to develop healthy boundaries that they carry with them into adulthood. This is not just about safety in the moment. It's about building lifelong skills. When it comes to online safety, the goal isn't to avoid technology. It's to teach children how to use it safely and responsibly. Technology is a normal part of their world, so we want to guide them, not scare them away from it. This starts with setting clear and simple rules like always ask a safe adult before using a new app or game, never share personal information, and only talking to people they know in real life. It's also important for us as adults to stay curious and informed. Knowing what apps and games children are using and how they work helps us better support and protect them. But online safety isn't just about rules. It's about relationship and supervision. That can look like checking apps together, keeping devices in shared spaces, and having ongoing open conversations. When children feel safe coming to us, they're much more likely to speak up if something online doesn't feel right. As we wrap up today, I want to bring us back to the heart of everything we've talked about. Safety conversations are not about fear, they're about empowerment, connection, and trust. When we teach children about body safety, safe adults, using their voice, and even online safety, we're giving them the tools they need to navigate the world with confidence. And just as important, we're showing them that they are not alone, that there are safe adults who will listen, support them, and take them seriously. This work is powerful because it's preventative. The conversations you have, whether they're small, everyday moments, or more intentional discussions, can make a lasting impact on a child's life. Thank you for the role you play in creating safe, supportive environments for children, and for being a part of this important work.